Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful. Carter and Hope fix it plot with just a pen really. Bold and the Beautiful fans listened for Carter Walton to explain an intricate takeover to Hope Logan, but all the intrigue quickly drained out of the scene when he told her what it entails. Fans of this CBS soap learned this top fashion house falls under new leadership when Carter signs a document. But this means he is making a sneaky move against the Forresters, and Hope urges him to do so. So does B&B want fans to believe Hope and Carter can, and likely will, take over Forrester Creations? And all it takes is Ridge Forrester and Steffi Forrester signing this document, while oblivious to what it says. So far it sounds that way, but you can only assume there's more to this than meets the eye. Bold and the Beautiful takes Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, loyalty, and puts it out to pasture as he signs the LLC papers for FC. With his devious-sounding accomplice, Hope Logan, Annika Noel, egging him on, fans have mixed feelings about this new storyline emerging. Carter talked a good game, but then he suddenly paused to ponder what this would do to Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. That's when Hope stepped in to entice him. So, with her fury for Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McSinswood, likely driving her bus, she built Carter up as the man who has silently run the company all these years. But she reminds him how little recognition he's received in return, just like the Logans. It looks like Hope Logan found the weapon to defeat Steffi Forrester at her own game. And that happens to be a revved-up Carter Walton, whose pen is mightier than the Forrester family's sword. The way Carter Walton barks orders in next week's Bold and the Beautiful previews, it looks like he's in charge. Steffi tells Carter that Hope is a B****, but the clip is too fleeting to know its exact context. But you get the feel for what is going on, and it is likely safe to say that it is not good. Next, it looks like sides form. Still, this plot sounds so lame to the Bold and the Beautiful fans. All Carter Walton has to do to take over control of a huge fashion house is swipe a piece of paper with a pen. Bold and the Beautiful has Carter already barking orders next week via the preview. Hope Logan pushes Carter Walton to sign the papers for this FC takeover, but instead, B&B fans suggest if she cares about him like she says she does, she should warn him against this possible career-destroying move. So, needless to say, tempers will likely be at an all-time high at Forrester Creations and chaos will probably follow. But Bold and the Beautiful fans find it hard to imagine that all Carter needs is his signature, along with the signature of two oblivious co-CEOs. Although, you might think this would be impossible to do in the real world, but that's not the case. The video above explains how this can happen in the corporate workplace. So, while it may seem like a soap opera taking liberties with reality, it's not all that far-fetched. That said, it looks like B&B might be headed in that direction. Carter Walton was putting his John Hancock on the document with the support of Hope Logan as Cliffhanger Friday rolled to a close on the CBS soap. The Forrester Creations office buzzed with the usual energy of a Monday morning. Designers flitted about, clutching fabric swatches and sketches, while executives barked orders into cell phones. But in the center of it all, Carter Walton stood still, leaning on the edge of his desk with a pen in his hand, staring at Hope Logan with a mix of skepticism and amusement. "You're telling me we can fix everything with just this pen?" he asked, arching an eyebrow. Hope nodded earnestly, her blonde hair falling in soft waves over her shoulders. "Think about it, Carter. Every disaster we faced recently boils down to paperwork, legalities, and contracts gone awry. If we want to save Forrester Creations, stop the chaos between the Logans, Spencers, and Forresters, and fix my personal messes, we need to start with the simplest tool we've got." Carter chuckled, spinning the pen between his fingers. "All right, Hope, let's hear it. What's your grand plan?" Hope stepped closer, her blue eyes alight with determination. "You're the company's legal eagle, You know the ins and outs of every contract, merger, and agreement, and I'm the face of hope for the future. Together, we can rewrite the narrative, literally. We start with a clean slate, one pen stroke at a time. Carter leaned back, intrigued despite himself. Hope's optimism had always been infectious, but this time, she seemed to be onto something. Step 1. The Steffi problem. First, Hope began pacing the room. We addressed the elephant in the room. Steffi and my ongoing rivalry. It's exhausting, Carter. The constant battle over Liam, over leadership, over everything. It's toxic for everyone. Carter tapped the pen against his chin. True, but how does a pen solve that? Hope grinned and grabbed a blank sheet of paper from his desk. We draft a partnership agreement. Steffi and I will co-lead Hope for the future. No more solo visions. We combine her business acumen with my creativity. We put it in writing that neither of us can make major decisions without the other's consent. It forces us to work together. Carter's eyes widened. You trust her with that kind of power? I have to, Hope replied. And honestly, I think Steffi feels the same way. We've both lost too much to keep fighting like this. Carter nodded, scribbling a few notes. All right, that's step 1. What's next? Step 2. Liam and Thomas, the drama dilemma. Hope hesitated before speaking. I've made mistakes, Carter. Big ones. And Thomas, she sighed, her voice tinged with guilt. He's made it clear that he wants another chance, but his history with manipulation makes it complicated. Then there's Liam, who's stuck in a cycle of indecision. Carter raised an eyebrow. You're not suggesting you write them into some kind of contract, are you? Not exactly, Hope said, smirking. But I can use this pen to set boundaries for myself. I'll draft a personal pledge, something to hold me accountable. No more mixed signals, no more excuses. I'll be upfront with both of them about what I want and don't want. That's surprisingly mature, Carter admitted, jotting down another note. And as for Thomas, Hope continued, I want you to draw up a formal probationary agreement. He needs therapy, supervision, and clear goals before he can be reinstated fully at Forrester Creations. It's a chance for redemption, but only if he earns it. Carter's admiration for Hope grew with every word. You're really serious about this, aren't you? I have to be, she replied. For my family, for the company, and for myself. Step 3. Ridge and Brooke, the unending saga, Carter groaned. Oh no, please don't tell me you're planning to mediate Ridge and Brooke's never-ending drama. Hope laughed. Not exactly, but let's face it, when they're fighting, it affects everyone. So I propose a new Forrester Creations policy. No personal disputes allowed to interfere with company business. Any grievances have to be addressed through mediation, off-site. Carter whistled. That's ambitious. You really think they'll stick to it? They will if you draft a clause that ties their bonuses to compliance, Hope said with a sly grin. You're ruthless, Logan, Carter said, shaking his head. Step 4. The Sheila factor. The room grew tense as Hope brought up the infamous Sheila Carter. Sheila's still out there, Carter, and as long as she's a threat, none of us can truly move forward. Carter frowned. What are you suggesting? We can't exactly write her out of our lives. No, but we can tighten our defenses, Hope said. You can help draft a series of legal restraining orders, security measures, and protective agreements. Sheila thrives on chaos. We need to make it clear that she's unwelcome in every aspect of our lives. That's a tall order, Carter admitted, but not impossible. Step 5. The future of Forrester Creations. Finally, Hope sat down across from Carter, her voice softening. This company has been through so much, Carter. Betrayals, scandals, infighting. It's a miracle we're still standing. But we can't keep relying on miracles. We need structure, transparency, and trust. Carter tapped the pen against the desk. That's easier said than done. I know, Hope said, but it starts here with us. We rewrite the company's mission statement, clarify roles, and implement policies that prioritize innovation over ego. We remind everyone why Forrester Creations became a powerhouse in the first place. Carter leaned back, a genuine smile spreading across his face. You know, Hope, I think this just might work. You've got vision, strategy, and… He held up the pen. Own hell of a tool. Hope laughed. Who knew a pen could be so powerful? The beginning of a new era. By the end of the day, Carter and Hope had drafted dozens of documents, each one designed to address a specific problem or mend a broken relationship. They knew it wouldn't be easy. Signatures were only the beginning. But for the first time in a long time, they felt hopeful. As Hope gathered her things to leave, she turned back to Carter. Thank you for believing in this, in me. Carter smiled, tucking the pen into his pocket. Thank you for reminding me that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. Now, let's see if this pen really can fix everything. As the sun set over Los Angeles, a new chapter for Forrester Creations began, one penned with hope, determination, and the belief that even the most tangled stories could be rewritten.